It's interesting.
It's very interesting. Zach isn't muted while he's eating dinner. I don't know.
I'm not. Oh no, I should take that off. I'm done. I thought y'all would have started streaming by now.
No, I was a little bit late. I was hanging out with the work wife on the other channel and trying to get stuff done. All right. Plus, I had to write down my top 5, which I apologize. I should have done that yesterday when I was creating the live stream, but I decided I wanted to go to bed instead. I've been crashing early. It's like as soon as we get those streams done over I Love Comics, yes, there's streams over I Love Comics every night around 10:30 Eastern.
No, what's up with that?
I know, right? As he says, as he's sipping something like mystery dirt juice out of a jug.
Protein mixed with
Is it after it comes out?
What is that? Bayou juice or what?
It's chocolate protein milk mixed with cold brew coffee.
It looks like dirt.
It looks like it just came out of you, and you're going to the second time around.
That's disgusting.
I know.
It's on a loop.
It's like corn. It's good the second time around.
That's the grossest.
The food, not the band, I trust.
Definitely not the band. That's the grossest joke I've ever heard on this channel before.
Which one? Corn?
No. That's the second grossest. No, it's protein milk. You see, they sell it in the gas stations. It's the muscle milk.
You look like Mark Hamill in that Star Wars movie.
The blue juice?
No, that would be if this was blue, and I would have it like leaking out of the side of my mouth, like a.
Well, now that we've just watched Zach drink dirt live.
Protein dirt, 40 grams of protein in this, and caffeine.
Before we get started, if I can stop laughing at that. Sports Me just got some rather somber news. Willie Mays, the oldest living Hall of Famer, died today.
Really?
At 93. So I dug this out to show this is the baseball issue of Sports Illustrated from 1959.
Wow.
Willie was my favorite player as a kid because we share a birthday. And my best friend as a little kid, his birthday was the same as Hank Aaron's. And they were both still playing, which gives you an idea how old we are. But so I always, I followed his career, and a lot of people will say he is the greatest all-around ball player that ever lived, and you could make a damn good argument for that. Like I said, 93 years old, played in the Negro Leagues before he came to the majors, and I said, gone at 93. That's sad news, but 93, he had a great life. So
Willie Mays, his birthday's in May.
May 6th, yeah.
Wow.
So and like I said, as a little kid, I thought that was cool. So
yeah, that is cool.
I unfortunately, by the time I started following baseball, which was 1969, Willie's best days were behind him. I mean, there's still a flash here and there, but so I didn't get to see him. But there are plenty of highlight films. I mean, the man was incredible. And I said, baseball will miss him, but I said he's what a player.
All right. Not that'll take long. Play it. Call back now, play it. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see Maranya. Oh, Geeky's here. Maranya. Mess with you. Anyone else who's watching here? Not many books out here that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking more forward to some of the trades coming out this week than I am the actual main books. That being said, well, I'm going to share my screen. We'll get this going. And then you can insult me in the chat because I won't be able to see you guys insulting me. Ha! But if you want to do that, it has to be a form of a super chat. Okay?
Yes. Mockery in the form of a super chat is the best form of mockery.
Yes. And I don't mean like writing on a piece of paper, Brain, and holding it up.
Oh no, I don't need to write down my insults of you on paper. But I
we
do
ever?
need to write down because it was a bit of an effort to scrape up 5 this week.
It actually was. I only had 4 until I looked over at Preview World and said, "Hey, by the way, there's these books coming out."
I got 5.
I
have
have 6. I have 6 that I'm pulling. So one didn't make the 5, but
All
I think you'll
right.
be shocked. I think I might be the only one with one of these.
Oh, I'm gonna go first this time around, and then I guess we'll go. Then we'll go to Breen, and then we'll go to Zach.
So
All
we'll go in
right.
the order of our pictures.
That's kind of what's going on because I'm looking at the phone right now. All right, my number 5 for this week, which we just kind of just talked about a little bit before, is the Destro number 1. I'll give it a shot. I wasn't really sold on the preview, but as Dan Moore's doing the writing, art is not as good as Riley was on Duke. Hoping that it actually turns out to be good. I'm hoping that these 2 books, this and Scarlet, aren't the weakest of the releases. Scarlet, the art could be a whole lot better. Decent story though, for the first issue. This week Destro's a chance to say, hey, am I gonna be just like Scarlet or maybe better? So I'm gonna give it a shot. Normally I'd be like, look at this and be like, no. But because it's part of the G.I. Joe Energon universe, I'm gonna give it a chance. Jen Waters, from Universal Monsters, Creature of the Black Lagoon, which is the book we are loving, all 3 of us here. Right,
Yeah.
Zach?
Oh, loving it.
Okay.
Again.
Normally you're not one of us. You're the odd man out.
I do love being the odd man out, but in this case, I'm in with the in crowd.
Zach went over to where they give me this. Hey, do you have any of that taste in comic book stuff left? And he said, "Here, have a tiny little bit." And Zach took it, and he likes Creature from the Black Lagoon.
And Mikey, he likes it.
So I never read Birthright.
He won't read it. He hates everything.
But this is the artist that was on Birthright. The one that Ash was Ash in Comics. Yes.
Isn't Birthright the Josh Williamson book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. Or is it
No,
Josh
yeah, it is. No, it is. It is Josh Williamson. Yeah, it is.
I always thought it was Robert Kirkman.
It's one of the. I don't think it's Kirkman. Now I'm curious if I'm right or wrong.
I think you might be right. I know Dark Ride's Josh Williamson.
Dark Ride is also Josh Williamson. Birthright is. It is Josh Williamson. Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Yes.
So what is the one that Kirkman was?
Kirkman.
Oh, no, not Kirkman. No, I'm thinking of Miller. That's in a Miller world.
Mark Millar.
Yeah, that was the other one. He had
the fantasy one was the one where the girl dies.
Yeah, and she meets everybody, and there's a whole new world.
Yeah. I'll remember the name of it eventually.
I won't. Hey, look, multiple covers. And
Hey!
there's a second connecting cover. That's the other perk about getting this book. I get the connecting covers. So if you picked up, I believe it was Transformers this last week, you got the first part. This is the second part of the connecting cover series. And you should be getting this. So this is Jason Howard doing the anniversary collecting version variant.
That's pretty cool.
Will this ever become a poster? Probably not.
I hope so, because I will buy it.
Right? I mean, you could try. This is what I learned from the Superman books. You can try to piece them together. They don't line up.
Yeah, there's always something weird. But Reborn. Thank you, one day.
That's what it was. Reborn. Okay, as well, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna give it a chance. Ooh, there you go. There's
Andrea Milana.
That's a cool cover. If I can't get the connected cover, I'm getting this one. Cobra Commander's awesome. So we get the Crimson Twins are gonna be here too, Tomax and Zamat. So that's great. Because remember they were missing from Cobra Commander. So we get the Crimson Twins in here. So, but other than that though, Cobra Commander's gonna be in this. Okay, nice. So. Wow, look at the covers. No,
well, that makes sense because Destro came in at the end of the Commander series, so it makes sense.
Condemned Comics retailer exclusives. That's cool.
Freaking retail exclusives.
Well, if you're not going to show them the UPC, at least get rid of this crap so I can have a full color. But Yeah, that's kind of cool. The other ones, but who's? I guess you got to go online to their website and maybe try to find it for $100 or more. I mean, I'm not into that, so I'll stick with the main cover. All right, where are we going next, guys?
We are going to Gun Honey Collision Course number 2.
Ooh, I forgot about Gun Honey.
How far are we going down here, guys?
Pretty far.
Well, it doesn't help that they force you to look at freaking variant reprints here. I can't erase that.
There it is.
Next to Misery. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I said this is better than the spinoff. It's there. You know, I know it's easy to say, yeah, I don't know why I'm getting this. Oh, yeah, just look at the cover. I think it's the fact that I own 80 or so hard case crime novels that I give the logo a little bit more leeway than I would others.
Yeah.
Because I honestly can't remember what happened in the first issue already.
I mean, Ed Breaker loves all of them. Look at it. The finest kind of pulp noir. He loves every single issue.
Those are stock reviews. They hadn't changed in like 4 series now. But yeah, I said it's a light week. You know, I didn't want to count Vampirous Carmilla or Back Issue as one of the 5.
Oh, those were one of my other 2 I was going to put in.
But boy, that's a healthy rendition of that young lady.
That's
very healthy.
That's the
wow. She's been drinking her vitamins.
Yeah,
she's been saying her prayers, eating her vitamins, dude.
I mean,
twice a day.
I mean, if Dolly Parton can have a career with that, why can't she?
Have you ever heard the conspiracy theory that Dolly Parton was like a gang member and she like her arms are like tatted up like with sleeves?
Yeah, she was part of the 14K triad.
Because
group.
You never see her with like her arms bare; they're always covered up.
Maybe that's where all of the excess skin from all the lifts she's had is gone.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Have you ever seen pictures of her from the '60s? Where she
or if I have, not
the
recently.
same, except for her hair is, I mean, it's literally, she's 7'2" if you measure to the top of her bouffant in like 1965.
I think didn't somebody ask her on what about Carson asked her like why do you do it? Because like it's like I like the hair, like, and I like, you know, it helps me stand out, you know, and this thing, you know, she likes it, you know,
because she was doing stuff with Porter Wagner in the '60s.
Hmm.
When they were promoting Breeze detergent.
Nice.
And she's the one that said, but you can't buy them. You can only get them in boxes of Breeze. I think they were giving away free towels.
Oh,
nice.
Or something, but you know, that's
oh,
nice. She'd come out just wearing one of them, but I digress.
I mean, the washcloth or the actual towel?
No.
But
anyway, that's my number 5, and I'm glad we segued on to something far more interesting than I'm sure the book will be.
well, I like this. At least I always say like you should have the actual interior artist do a cover, so you can see what their art looks like. This is the interior.
Yeah, and that's that art is fine. I mean, it's
cover B. It's not the main cover, but or cover D. Cover double D's.
Yeah, we's all grown-ups here.
We need to do that thing. It was a joke. It was like one of the late night shows, or was it? It might have been Home Improvement, where it's like the guy Tim Allen would make a joke, and Al would be like, "Send your letters and concerns to this phone number or this address."
riddle me this though. In all seriousness, okay, the one you just showed where the model. Okay,
wow.
Why is it that? Did you see the latest issue of Green Lantern when Star Sapphire has that full page spread?
Yeah.
She has no chest.
Yep.
I mean, she literally has no breasts at all because comic book fans will not stand for any showing any skin or having any kind of curves on a woman on a Marvel or DC title. Do they just not know about this shit? I mean, you know, good for. I'm glad they don't because I'm dreaming about that too. But seems a little, inconsistent.
I feel like Titans. It says basically the new company, and they're like, screw you. We're gonna do what we want because they're not the first ones to do stuff like this. You look, well, if the new did that now, that is true for Titans. For Titan, that is they are one of the newer ones doing this, focusing heavily more on this, doing some alternate covers like this for Gun Honey because it is about a girl. Sex sells, obviously, whether people like it or not.
Well, apparently not that
Dynamite,
well because we had to go pretty far down to get to it.
Yeah, Dynamite. Well, that's because a lot of liberals are probably on this site.
I mean,
I'm sure conservatives just probably just go up to the comic book store and grab it, or they call ahead and whatever. But it also it's just one of many sites. I don't how I always wanted to know how many people actually order through the preview books, or go just to the shop, or just go onto websites and order that way.
I mean, she's not exactly supposed to be Power Girl.
No,
but...
inside the book.
Yeah. No, I know. I was looking that one. It does look smaller when you look at the interior. I agree. It does look. Her cup size does look a bit smaller inside. There we go.
And you remember what Star Sapphire used to look like, and now she's covered from head to toe.
But
that's another thing. Like I said, that because modern comic book fans are like Puritans.
Dynamite
at least at the big two. At the big two, not the rest of them.
So Xenoscope does a lot of risque prints on their website. If you want other covers, stuff. Dynamite does cosplays for Vampirella and Red Sonja. Age of Thor's. No, but Gun Honey goes a little further with the nude covers.
A little further.
Well, because I've looked at what was it called? The female Punisher one they do. They just did a Garth Ennis worked on it. Stephen Grant did on it. Fred Van Lante is
God, and you read it too.
Good Lord, what's the name of it? It's gonna hit me like a bag of bricks.
Jennifer Blood.
That's it.
I want to say Punisher Jane or
I kept wanting to say Painkiller Jane was.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've had some risque covers on there, but Titans like hold our bikini tops. We're going a little further.
It's a little cold at that beach too, apparently.
Yeah. What they do this stuff, the 3D models is kind of weird. I mean,
no, what they'll do though is they'll put. Like I said, you can still get some pretty risque variant covers at Marvel and DC, but they're not going to put it in the book because they want the people, the 12 psychos that pirate everything, to buy the books, and then they can get a nice where women look like boys covers. And
the one thing I noticed is you cannot get the nude covers, any thumbnails with this. You can click on this, but you can't find that anywhere without the censor blocks online.
No, you shouldn't, except unless you go to a site. That'll let you unlock it.
Well, no, I'm just saying I like the fact that you can't do that because it forces you to go in there. If you want to get this certain cover, you have to go into the shop.
Oh, I'm sure there's sites you can go on and unlock this is way too much time wasted on a number.
Unlock it, sounds like those video games you play.
we need to get to Zach's apple-inducing number 5.
Apple-inducing. I'm going to remember you said that because we know somebody who's worked on this. So I'm going to say, yeah, Bree gave me an apple for it.
Ryan North?
No, not Ryan North. We don't know Ryan North. This is going to be down. This is actually going to be further down than Gun Honey.
Know you.
Wow. No, we're doing. So this is one that just came on my radar. It's called Street Fighter Masters Game Gals. Number 1.
Street Fighters what?
Street Fighter Masters Game Gals. So keep scrolling down. It's going to be down past Gun Honey.
That's on my pull list, actually.
Is it really? Oh, okay. I thought I was the only one who knew about it. A little bit more.
Yeah. I know.
It's way down there.
I just want to put it on the thumbnail because it was like,
There it is.
Okay, so Street Fighter Governors Game Gals. Okay.
Oh, Governors. God, some jokes I just can't get used to. Our friend Aaron Sparrow is one of the writers on this.
Yep.
And speaking of cheesecake, I mean it is. Yeah. Speaking of cheese, and it's like that wholesome cheesecake too. It's like that common America cheesecake.
When I saw this reminded me of when he was working on the other one for Merck Publishing, They had the
Mhm.
risque kind of covers.
Miss
The
Meow.
It's kind of risque, but it's also kind of it's
Yeah.
like light-ish.
Here's your
You know,
experience.
Vegman, do I have to buy this? Aaron's really been annoying me lately. I'm fed up.
what's his wrestling takes?
I mean, you could just
Brett
right click.
Booth.
I can just right click and save as on the pose. But dear God, we talk about Pixel having big fingers. Look at her foot.
Yeah, that's her.
Ronald McDonald, eat your heart out.
She does a lot of kicks in the video
And
game. Anyway,
that's Brett Booth though.
that is the Brett Booth cover. Yes, I think that's like a 1 in 5. So
Yeah.
if it is, so it might not be a super expensive
No.
cover to get. So yeah, this is written by Aaron Sparrow though, and another guy, David Lumsden. I'm not familiar with him, but it's all the girls from Street Fighter. The main character is Sakura, and she's fighting up against all the different ladies of Street Fighter, like Chun-Li, Ibuku, Juri. Yeah. No. All the girls of Street Fighter. Not Ken, not Ryu, not any of those guys. No Bison, no none of those. It's just the girls. So I haven't seen Cammy yet. That's going to be the deal breaker if there's no Cammy.
Favorite Korean kickboxing mercenary, Yuri. Oh,
Juri.
It's a Yuri book.
No, Juri. And that's who the girl was that Brett Booth had the cover of that you just had. Yeah. Juri. So yeah, I saw it. I saw this. A, it's Street Fighter, and then B, it's Aaron Sparrow. So I was like, it's gotta be good. So, yeah.
Here you go, Zach.
I know. I just have to go drive to a Heroes Con and find somebody to draw like Common America as Street Fighter on it or something.
Heroes Con's over. I don't think it's still going.
It is over. That's very sadly, but
maybe
I can go to the Bell County Comic Con.
You should have talked to trusty sidekick who got to meet Tim or someone.
I know.
I mean,
I saw the pictures.
If it was Tim, though, it could have been someone who looked like Tim.
I saw the pictures. Like apparently, like Jim Steranko was there, and like a bunch of cool people were there. But yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to go to that one, and the Bell County one. I want to go to the one over in Texas too. Jim Cummings is gonna be at that one actually. So, but yeah, Street Fighter, Cheesecake, Chun-Li. Even the Brazilian girl whose name I always forget, but she's like the most attractive one I feel. Yeah, so check this out. I'm also on a big like Capcom craze right now because they have like the Marvel Capcom games they're getting remastered coming out on Nintendo. So yeah, this got me excited. So that's my number 5.
Nice. All right. Since we talked about Gun Honey, I changed my book out to a different one.
Oh.
So I want to make
it. He pulled a last minute surprise.
I pulled a Zach.
Oh, Zach.
Did it hurt?
I don't do that. I don't do things at the last minute.
Not much to pull. Anyway, I'm gonna go down to my number 4. Actually, it might be is it up here already? I know I saw it earlier. There we go. It is Wolverine Blood Hunt. Wolverine.
Oh yeah! Oh, I have 7 books this week. I forgot about that one. Dang!
Wolverine on a motorcycle, battling. Especially in this variant. Wow, those are. Isn't that Darkseid's minions?
Parademons.
Parademons. That's what it looks like.
And they better not be, or somebody's getting sued.
Yeah. They do look pretty. They look pretty close.
So their vampires look. It must be helmets. Yeah, they're wearing helmets. They'll have like one-sided monocle to look at it. Was it really stupid? Plus, vampires can see in the freaking dark. I don't understand that concept. Anyway,
because they have heightened senses.
Yeah, they do. That's why they don't go in the sun. It's too bright. Then it burns them, sets on fire. So, honestly, I want to see it continue. I like the first issue, yeah, Louisa, the vampire hunting vampire of the Night Guard, and Logan cut their way through vamps to bring it to the fight to the leader. You'll never guess who it is. But can Louise control her vampire tendencies and help save the day, or is every step closer to the enemy a step closer to disaster? Well, being Marvel, it already is a disaster. The only way to go up is up, right?
Theoretically,
right. And hey, what Wolverine be Wolverine? That's it.
That's all you gotta do. Wolverine is like Blade. He's one of the theoretically easiest Marvel characters to write, and yet
Wolverine's top class.
they keep overthinking it.
Can we talk about the stunning lack of diversity in the creatives on this book?
I see diversity. I see
Yeah,
two mustaches,
yeah.
one balding, one full beard, one guy with a pork pie hat. There's incredible diversity.
And you got Robert Williams editing.
You've got the goatee. Tom Waltz looks like Reacher with a beard goatee.
Look at Tom Brevoort's a group editor on this.
Tom Brevoort can go sit on a tack.
Yeah. Like I said, there's the diversity. I mean, once you're a vampire, aren't you also part of the big diversity vampires?
But there aren't any vampires on the creative team.
Are you sure about that?
No, but
I mean, we got Fat Boy over here who likes to siphon off things.
and he looks like he just finished a big shawarma.
Hey guys, you look Cartman. Hey guys. And so I think every time I see him,
See, he goes around the studios going, "Respect my authority."
respect my authority, bitch.
Then Sana says, "Get me another latte."
Yes, ma'am. Kyle, go do it for me. Yeah, like I said, Drew Baumgartner looks like he just got out of one of the prison for being a pervert.
He kind of looks like a combination of Mark Grunwald and Ned Flanders.
Yeah, no, right?
Idly ho, creative team.
That's funny.
If Kevin Sorbo had a brother that was less good looking, I'd be Guru Ethics. Yeah, that they allow him to. This guy is still in his 70s, Mark Baso. But anyway, what's going on in the comment section? I feel like we've been ignoring them a little bit.
I haven't been. I've been talking with people in the comment section. Rhaegar's in here. He was talking about the son of a bitch. People were giving me grief for saying Street Fighter Masters instead of Governors. There was some cheesecake.
Is Glenn serious? I picked
This is the Geeky Puppet Show, sir. There are rules.
Rhaegar asked if Dolly Parton was the Sydney Sweeney of the Boomer days.
Tom Brevoort is a goblin. So
Rhaegar and me were talking about some Street Fighter. Undead Quinn said his wallet's going to be light this week. I think it's going to be heavy this week. You said you only have one book, Undead Quinn.
Yeah.
So unless you're getting trades or a hardcover, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Geeky Easy says, of course, Zach would like something with Master in it.
Maybe man as well it's gonna be like because he already just paid bills.
Maybe I just did that too, so I get that.
Or the girlfriend took his money.
Maybe. Rhaegar, I am watching House of the Dragon too. I just saw the first episode of the new season last night. That was crazy.
Totally awesome, bro.
It's terrible.
Was Power Man?
I liked it. I liked it actually.
Was Luke Cage there?
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
Oh yeah, it's fantasy. It's like Lord of the Rings, but darker.
I'm trying to get on Friday Night Tights.
I thought no. They like it. The Friday nights.
The one
they
time
like it.
I thought House of the Dragon was Kulan. With the
Mulan.
No,
Kunlun.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're on a pace to.
We really are.
We're at it. I mean, I'm ready to skip. I'm going back to my turn again.
All right, my number 4. It'll be brief because you kind of talked about it already. Destro number 1 is my number 4 book this week from Dan Waters and Andre Bresson. I'm actually looking forward to this a little bit more than Cobra Commander. Destro he's always reminded me of Doctor Doom, but he doesn't usually get that presence that Doctor Doom gets. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens when he gets his own book. I want to see what happens with the Crimson Twins, Cobra Commander, with their whole light of their kind of backstabbing partnership. I'm looking. I like the Energon verse. I even liked Scarlet more than most people did. So I'm looking forward to see how this one plays out. I have a huge curiosity in this one. So yeah, it's my number 4.
I'll just be cautious about this because if you like the original version of Destro or you're reading in Larry Hama, this might be a
Oh well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the same thing with Cobra Commander. He was a totally different dude than he was in the original series. So this could be a better version. I don't think you can get much worse than the Christopher Eccleston version from that movie. That one was pretty bad.
I'm just getting flashes of Commando, guys. The guy who's remember the guy who with the bad guys who kidnaps his daughter. when I see like the gold chain with with the little jewel on the front, it's like men don't wear that unless they're like really weird looking. Like they're like criminal terrorists, Or,
you can't. It's a terrorist guy. I mean, he's Tony Stark. If Tony Stark chose to not go heroic, if Tony Stark went the villain route and continued developing weapons, that's who Destro is.
Would Tony Stark if he's in BDSM?
That's not anything remotely BDSM. You think every rapper is into BDSM? They all wear chains.
I'm sure they beat up people too and beat their wives. That's BDSM,
well,
right?
I mean.
All right.
Where
are we going now?
You're not 100% wrong. It's your turn. After me, it's you. It goes back to you.
All right. All righty, kids. Then we're going to go down to Peter David book. We're waiting for that. And it is Venom's separation anxiety. With the purple man with a piece of symbiote. I normally would be like, this is crap, but it's Peter David. Or actually not Peter David, it's David Michelin. Sorry. I've been reading it's either Michelin or it's Peter David when it comes to these throwback issues, and then there's Claremont wrapped up in there. So it's always one of the three. I trust this will be good. It's not modern Marvel. The way David writes it, he writes it like 90s. So the worst it could be is 90s cringe compared to today's crap. But I saw this cover here, the Paulo Sequeira. I like this. We're getting a cover that's been done to death.
That's actually pretty fun.
That is cool, actually.
So I like that. Yep.
So I can make allowances for variants like that. It's just the ones that are like the sketch variant, and then there's another sketch variant where they color like one hand on one of the characters, and that counts as a separate variant.
DC's got their approved by the Flip Code Authority. So that's the cover I'm going for if I can get it. Because, I mean, I do like the main cover, but I'm like, I don't like how the Purple Man's. I am just basically a shirtless guy with pants on. The 125, that's okay. Stormbreaker, screw yourself. That has nothing to do with the book. Loads. Look at that. That has nothing to do with anything.
Is that Pip the Troll?
Yeah. Someone give him pants and a shirt.
Interesting.
And then, is this Amazo?
No, it can't be Amazo. Amazo is DC.
Is that the guy who turns into a car? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know who that's supposed to be.
There's a guy in Marvel, a new hero or villain, where he could basically just create it. You could turn any electronic device into something for his need. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I don't give a shit for that. But yeah, that's a horrible cover. I want the homage variant, but all right. Alrighty. Where are we going to next, Mr. Breen?
Well, my number 4, since I was.
Wait.
I was shunned.
Did we jump over you? Did we jump over you for number 4?
Forgotten. Pushed aside.
Who are you again?
Deleted. Number 4 is Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft, which I gotta admit, I'm just kind of going through the motions on this one. It's pretty much, it's a formula now that I not sure I'll be back for the next one, whatever it is. You don't even need to stop on it. I'm going right to number 3. But
I
no,
just kind of want to scroll over and see what it was. So
okay.
It's called
Elvira.
Oh, right,
Right
Elvira.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's yeah. I've been buying the last couple series, but this one's just kind of. It is kind of more of the same. I guess you could say the same thing about Gun Honey, but
I would say just get the 257 if you don't have any.
but
That
so I'm just going to go to number 3. One I am looking forward to if it actually comes out. And that's Al Capone Vampire number 0.
I wonder if you were looking forward to that or not.
Yeah, because I think I'm pretty sure it's new stories. You just went over it.
Did I?
Down, yeah. It's the last one on the right. No, I'm sure you have to go down. I doubt if it. No, it's the other direction. There, no. Keep going.
That's the end of the books.
Well, okay, I don't know. It's the last one on the right on one of the rows.
I think it's further up. Right there.
There it is.
I mean, I
Nice.
think Eight Returns is going to reprint apparently. But I saw this. I was like, I remember you loved this last year when it came out.
I didn't love it. I like there were some cool. They did the homage to that Punch comics where the people are fighting in the skull. It's a fun series. It's not. I mean, it's not groundbreaking by any means, but it's fun.
No,
So
it's basically like the send off. 48-page extravaganza. That's what it looks like. Okay, so it's not like another ongoing.
no, but there is going to be another series. So this is
That's
kind of
cool.
like an in between thing. So yeah, it's my number 3.
Nice. Jinx. All right. My
Jinx.
number 3 is Curious. No. So it doesn't show up as coming on League of Comic Geeks this week. But every other website I'm looking at, Image Comics says it releases tomorrow. Preview World says it releases tomorrow. But League of Comic Geeks, for some reason, says it doesn't come out till next week. And that is Redcoat number 3.
I feel like it is next week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what League of Comics Geek says next week. Every other website says June 19th.
Well,
So
there is no June 19th.
Tomorrow.
Is that right? It's June 19th.
tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Juneteenth. That's right. I don't get off work for Juneteenth, but no. Redcoat number 3. If it's not out, then y'all can laugh at me on Thursday.
That is. I'm pretty sure it is out next week.
Well, then someone should tell whoever's running Image Comics website.
So wait, I talked to my shop. They said that a lot of these preview things, they have no idea what really comes out. They're guesstimating because a lot of times
this is Image's official website, though. I double checked with their official website. They said June 19th. League of Comic Geeks is the only one that says next week. So I'm going to include it because otherwise I don't have 5 books. But I am going to include Redcoat number 3. I just won't include it in next week's list if it does turn out to be coming out next week.
Linzer, was there a probation on blood? Al Capone vampire.
Yep, and they all starved to death.
What's up, Jay Lucian? Yeah, Redcoat number 3. It's a Jeff Johns book, so obviously it's going to show up on my list.
All right.
Brian Hitch doing the artwork. It's Simon Pure going through time. He's getting help from a 13-year-old Albert Einstein. And maybe he gets, it looks like, according to the solicit, he might get an upgrade in superpowers. So that could be really, really cool.
He's no longer hungry?
I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. That'll be wild if that turns out to be something, like his constant appetite. That'll be wild if that turns out being something, I think. But yeah, there's also a tentacle on the cover. I don't know what that's about. If it's a tail or a tentacle, I don't know.
Octopus. If they're
Octopus, Cthulhu stuff, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. If he has to fight a Lovecraft monster, that'll be great.
Fight the giants and the Kraken.
But that is my number 3.
Alrighty.
We'll see if it's actually there tomorrow.
And apparently it was leaked last week.
What's that?
That book, they're saying.
Sacrificers is what Undead Quinn is talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The Rick Remender book.
All right. Well, I don't remember that book. Number
I thought that was one of his better ones. People were saying.
Deadly Class was his best. I liked. He also did another one with Wong, I believe, right? Another book?
Yeah.
Righteous Kill.
Yeah, Righteous Kill. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
Skip,
it.
Skip, one of Skip's favorites. Yeah.
He did.
Number 2 for me is a book that I know my pa will be getting, but I don't think my brother will be getting because he doesn't like these kind of books. They're just too cool for him.
Your mother and I have had discussions about this.
I'm sure.
Mom left because she couldn't handle you anymore.
Who was Ma? E? Is England team my comics mom if Breen is my comics pa?
No, you're like the Super Sons. Nobody knows who their mom actually was. The Bronze Age Super Sons.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait, Lois and Talia al Ghul are still there.
All right. James Bond 007. Number 6. Cold Heart, man. You're cold. It looks really great. Covered by Dave Johnson, 100 bullets. Yeah, only one cover. There you go. Isn't that great? You get a book that only has one cover. There's no variants.
Oh,
that means you have a chance
glorious.
of getting the chance of getting the book you want because they don't order too many freaking variants and you have no cover A's or vice versa. But enough about the cover. It's the interior that matters because Garth Ennis cares about interiors of books. He cares less about the exterior because the interior is where everything is at you want to get to. Because Garth Ennis writes awesome stories. Whether people like them or not, that's debatable. I think more people like his stuff though. So it says Bond does what all smart secret agents do and calls in an airstrike. Unfortunately, he's still at ground zero when it arrives.
Whoa! Just spoil the last James Bond movie, why don't you? Jeez.
You just did. I didn't say anything about that.
It's been out for 4 years.
Then why do you make a big deal about it? Spoiling.
I don't know.
That was weird, Zach.
It's
anyway,
me. What do you want?
Am I someone else?
Okay, bye.
Is MI6 number? I gotta ask? No, seriously, because now I'm curious. Do you tell these jokes to Izzy, or does Izzy think you're a totally different guy?
Oh no, I tell bad jokes. That's just who I am. That's in the DNA.
Wow.
There's no getting rid of that.
You must be a charity case for her. She must have a.
I'm a charity case for everybody. I'm a charity case for this stream. What are you talking about?
She has all the penance she has to do. As M16's number one killer struggles to stop the employment of the Stalvoda. Yeah, it's not vodka. It's their nanites. The snake in the ranks of British intelligence finally reveals himself, but is it too late for the Bond to do anything about it? So looks fun. I like Garth Ennis. I like James Bond. I've been waiting for this. I love Punisher 007. If you don't like Punisher 007, this book's not for you. You're not cool. That being said, Zach, you're not cool. You need to get this book, Zach.
We established this with my joke 10 seconds ago. We know.
Yep.
Well, I know you're going to have to move this book, but not yet.
Oh, are we going back to that book?
Yes, and you'll have to move it after I say this is also my number 2. And everybody in the family, it should be their number 2. Sadly, it won't be because whatever your brother picks will probably be a number 2, but not this number 2.
Well, I get a feeling his number 2 is going to be Spider-Man. He's going to put something in front of it. I know what it is. It's the kind of person he is.
So without further ado, let's find out what Zach's number 2.
My number 2 is not Ultimate Spider-Man number 6. You quasi-predictive Bastich. It is World's Finest, number 28. Because it is a world, because Mark Waid is a number 2. See, that's a joke right there.
Yes, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
I can't see Singleton on this cover.
It kind of is. It kind of is a little bit. Yeah, this is, I honestly think, regardless of Mark Waidness, I think this is one of the best books that you can be getting from DC. If you're only picking up 1 or 2, this is probably the one or one of the 2 you should be getting. That's almost Bruce Timm looking. I dig that.
I just don't like the hair. It looks like it's like fire or liquid. Weird.
I like it. But yeah, it's a fun series. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while since the last issue.
I didn't realize they're on a double date because there's Ivy and Pleasant Ivy back there, Harlan Ivy.
But this has been a fun story so far. The last issue was really fun. They did a lot of jokes about like all the old Jimmy Olsen superpowers that he used to have. I love the digging way back and bringing back stuff from the past. So this has been a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Dan Mora's art on it is fantastic. I mean, really, honestly, Dan Mora's art should sell the book itself, or storytelling regardless. But the stories are also really good. They always kind of start off a little slow for me with the first issue, and then around 2 or 3, I end up thinking it's an incredible story. So yeah, World's Finest. This is number 28.
So this guy took the concept that Gotham and Metropolis are the same city to heart.
I think
same building, yeah. And then what are these floating orbs?
Streetlights. Lens flare.
Demons.
I don't
know. Ghosts, I don't know. But yeah. And this is the incentive cover. This is what I'm talking about. Why do we have the gay pride or whatever it is? That's ugly.
Is that a pride cover? That just looks like abstract art.
I think we're in June right now, so pink, yellow, and blue.
I don't think that's a pride cover.
I'm sure it is. Tell me you're doing a pride cover without telling me you're doing a pride cover.
That's it.
Maybe
you put in all that bisexual lighting.
They would normally they would advertise it as a pride cover though. They can't help themselves.
I will say this: if this was Miami Vice back in the '80s, it would fit because that's the colors they were using in the show.
It is a very See, I mean the color scheme just.
But
works.
this is 2024, and we know what they're doing. This is nothing to do with Miami Vice or the '80s, so.
I don't think it has anything to do with Pride Month either. But that's just me personally.
But my thing is that why are these other covers better than the cover A?
The cover A normally always has something to do with the story.
I disagree. That's kind of a callback to an old Detective Comics where where the Joker it has his mouth wide open and Batman and Robin are in the cover.
Interesting.
It's the Joker's on the other side of the cover in this one.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a coincidence, but that's what it reminds me of. And I think this is if I didn't despise Mark Waid, I would probably get this because I really like this cover.
Yeah. I do like the grapple hook though he's got here on his pouch. He doesn't have the grappling gun. He does have the grappling gun.
It's just hanging there. He's not using it. Yeah. That's cool.
Papa hungry. Yes, we'll have to feed the troll later on tonight because Papa will want to do some cover reviews.
Actually, I thought you were talking about me because I just turned off my mic to eat some Doritos.
Do you know what? Did you get the pretzel kind?
Wait, you put Doritos in the microwave?
What?
Did he just say he put Doritos in the microwave?
No. I
just put some Doritos in my mouth.
Oh, I thought you said microwave. Wow. I need more coffee.
But Brian, there are pretzels on there.
They'll probably look less like dirt than what you were drinking an hour ago.
They're not as a limited edition in small bag. You can get it. It actually has Cheetos, but they're covered pretzels. Really good. Alrighty. All right. I guess it's my turn, right?
Yeah. Should be on number 1 if I'm.
All right, we are number 1. I'm gonna count down what I had here. My number 5 was Destro, number 1. My number 4 was Wolverine, Blood Hunt, number 2. And number 3 was Venom, Separation Anxiety. Number 2, this was James Bond. James Bond 007, number 006. And number 1 for this week is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Woo!
Very, very fun book. Finally, for those who could bitch and complain, like, oh, it's horrible, it's so much talking, blah, blah, not enough action. This is the breaking point. Either
Go read any Jonathan Hickman book. They all
if
start.
you are not excited by him beating up or getting in a fight with the Kingpin for the first time ever in this series, you have no business to be reading any Hickman books or anything in this with Spider-Man anymore, because this is basically what's come down to.
Everybody should be reading Hickman books, by the way. Everybody.
Shocking conclusion of the Ultimate opening arc. Spider-Man must finally confront the head honcho himself, the big cheese, the fat man.
When I was a boy.
The Kingpin, as owner and operator of the Daily Bugle. Yes.
Daily Bugle.
He has been working with the Makers Council to, well, make his mark, right? And control the spread of information in their favor. Wow, they really are like the news. Which means he's the first admiral that must be toppled in the regime. Plus Mary Jane Watson Parker, or Mary Jane Parker. I don't know what she's calling this. Anyway, MJ holds her own. Says, that can mean anything. I mean, because she can be working at getting her own paper business with the Gwen. What's going on with that? I did see a little bit of previews last week about this book. I think MJ finds out the secret soon.
Oh, yeah, I did see that preview.
Yeah.
A couple of panels.
I'm not sure what issues it's from, if it's from this or whatever.
I think it's from this one. I think it is.
I don't know how or whatever, but honestly, I've been waiting for that shoe to drop because his daughter, kids spill the beans. But holy crap. Why does he have tribal tattoos? He's part of the bloodline.
He has been covered up this whole time.
I know, right? Jeez.
It's like Dolly Parton. Yo, that Chris Samney variant, though. What?
I'm pretty sure Dolly Parton looks better up close than he does.
That looks pretty cool.
Even at this age, she probably looks better. It's all right cover. It's your Chris Samney cover.
Yeah, that's why I said it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. And then we get the retail exclusive, Mary Jane.
Segovia.
Right? Which should not be a retail exclusive. It should be on your main book covers. It's your 1 in 25.
Ooh la la.
Righty? Yes. Alrighty. Breen, we'll go to your number 1 in a minute. So, it's your next on the list.
Unless in a minute, meaning right now.
I mean, unless you're eating your Cheetos.
No. It's all right. My countdown. Number 5, who cares? Number 4, who cares? Number 3, Al Capone, Vampire. Number 2, Punisher. James Bond. And number 1, Ultimate Spider-Man. In fact, we can probably blast through this and get to the trades because if Zach even has a modicum of taste, I'm guessing this is also his number 1.
I was going to be getting the last issue of Sensational She-Hulk, actually. No,
that's not till number 10.
Yeah.
Is this not issue number 10 this week?
No,
okay.
I've got one more to go.
Fine.
Okay.
I mean, you can always get Batman. That's out this week.
God, no. Don't, no. No. No, this is my number 5, is my number 1 as well. So number 5 was the Street Fighter Masters. That's right, I said it. Game Gals from Aaron Sparrow, issue number 1. My number 4 is Destro number 1. Number 3, if it comes out this week, is Redcoat number 3. Number 2 is World's Finest number 28. And then this is my number 1, of course, Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 6. Will he actually fight the Kingpin? I'm hoping so. So, yeah, this has been fantastic. Chichetto is back on the art, right? Or is it still?
Yeah.
Or is he still on break?
Yeah,
okay.
he's on.
Good deal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This and Ultimates. That's my 2. I think I'm gonna drop Ultimate X-Men. I think that one hit the drop. I still have Black Panther, but this and Ultimates are.
I got a bone to pick with this.
What?
Spider-Man, Green Goblin, Kingpin, May Parker, Richard Parker, Maybelle Parker, Mary Jane Watson.
Maybe she kept her last name as a
No,
model
no,
or
she's not a
actress.
model in this.
Is she not a model?
No,
I thought.
She might have
What
been at
does
one
she-
point, but still,
no.
that's more Marvel bullshit.
This might just be. Well, this also could just be League of Comic Geeks too.
Be better, Marvel.
This could just be League of Comic
It's
Geeks.
like Comic Geeks does that stuff because I noticed it's before too. Like,
Zach, let me blame Marvel.
Okay.
I want to say, Sans, look how fat he is. And with the eyebrows, it reminds you of that. What was that guy named Terry something? The guy who was Kojak, Terry Savalas,
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas. If his face expanded. But anyway, Maybelle Parker is in this.
Looks like that that bad guy from that one Doctor Who episode, that alien that absorbed people.
Oh, I remember that Doctor Who episode. I didn't see that one either.
Rhaegar King Kong. Yeah, it's that Kong guy
Five.
from Ultimate Spider-Man, the Bendis years.
It's Butterball.
Butterball or Kong.
He was a great boxer. Anyway, going on to the trades.
To the trades.
Spider-Man Fall of X, Skip,
Oh yes, the Nightcrawler
Darth
Spider-Man.
Ennis Omnibus Volume 1 hardcover Punisher Max. If you don't own this, it's great. Also coming out is Super Sons Complete Collection Volume 1.
Nice.
Now it's Volume 1 though. It was Complete Collection. How many are there? How many volumes are going to be?
How many issues of Super Sons are there?
I don't know. I thought there's only 20 issues, or I don't know.
So that probably would be, if I'm gonna guess, probably four trades. I would imagine.
I mean, it's $50. Just give me a compendium.
Oh, is that fifth? Wait, how many issues are in that though?
I don't know. As I was saying, probably not that many. But
Gotta be at least 10.
I thought they already were collecting an omnibus, weren't they?
I think they did. I thought they did have an omnibus.
So bringing it back is just kind of
unless this is just like a soft cover, like a paperback cover.
1 through 14 plus the annual. So that's Super
14
Sons
issues.
Dynamite #1,
Okay.
Superman 2016 number 10 and 11, 37 through 38. Teen Titans number 15, and the story from DC Rebirth Holiday Special.
So that's 22 individual issues,
So
and then a
so-
Christmas story.
So it sounds like you're just getting anything but Super Sons.
No, you get the first 14 issues of Super
Sure,
Sons.
yes, but everything else is stuff that's just thrown in there.
Well, Superman 10 and 11, that was when they go camping. So that's a Super Son story.
Okay.
Teen Titans, those two issues, they were very Super Son centric. So it's basically everything that they were prominent in.
Yeah, I think that's when like they
other than the
introduced
12
John
issue
Kent.
miniseries that came out after Bendis had aged up John Kent.
It just feels like when you go, like, it's like you're gonna get like this can be this thing here, and then they throw in other random issues in here that kind of like are just separate stories, but not part of the main story. I don't know. 20 stories for $50.
That's not bad.
If you don't already have the omnibus, it's great. Hey, look, Aqua Ladio's in this. Oh wait, it's not.
Yeah, because the Teen Titans. That's the Rebirth Teen Titans team.
And
Oh, look, Venkman, it's Doubtfire. Hello.
That's what we got last night.
I saw it. I know. I watched it.
With Lizzie or Izzy.
No, just by myself.
You're like, I can't shore this. It's gold.
No, so the omnibus collects Super Sons 1 through 16, plus the annual, plus the Dynamite, the Superman issues, the Teen Titans issue, but then it also collects Adventures of the Super Sons 1 through 12, Challenge of the Super Sons 1 through 7,
yeah,
and a short story from the Robin 100th anniversary. So the omnibus has all of that plus like 20 more issues. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Rom, the original man-spreading years.
But you can get the omnibus for $16 more. $16 more, and you get like 20 more stories. So
yeah, I was saying, if you're getting Super Sons, get the omnibus.
Get the Captain America, that Winter Soldier though.
When I see modern era, I get disturbed.
It's the Winter Soldier. It's the Brubaker. It's the Brubaker.
I know, but like this is the modern era version. I don't know. No.
There's no other story called Winter Soldier. Not with Ta-Nehisi Coates. Not with Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly.
Collecting Captain America 1 through 17 plus director's cut and Captain America 65th anniversary special.
Nice. Brubaker! Steve Epstein!
Is that what he looks like? I was expecting the guy looks like either cross between Neil Adams and Jack Kirby.
Who, Epstein or Brubaker?
Brubaker.
Oh.
He just looks like a young guy. He looks like my brother-in-law.
Mike Perkins!
Joe Carmanga.
Manya. I'm pretty sure it'd be Manya.
I just said what I want to say.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Say what you want to say.
Say what you want to say. Is that a song?
This is the story that Marvel cheated Brubaker out of hundreds of thousands of dollars because for the royalties to the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Jack Monroe, all those guys. See there. I already have the cover. They have another one. I have the hardcover. Perfect Bound. Is it Perfect Bound? You decide.
472 pages. Hey, Rom.
I know. I said man-spreading Rom.
He is kind of man-spreading.
Or you get the crazy with the scrolls on the cover versus Demon Smell.
Scrolls. The scrolls.
This is cool. I like this. This variant.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Spider-Man.
Oh, the Punisher Max with the skull. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, look, Governor Works. Hobgoblin.
Dune.
I left Dark Horse on, so I want to see what Dark Horse would it'll be anything good. So
Some
far,
of those old Dark Horse Star Wars stories. That's interesting.
Critical Role.
Eh.
Hey, look, it's another Hellboy story.
Usagi Jumbo.
Kanto.
Encanto? The Disney movie?
Oh, I thought Kanto wasn't. Or am I thinking? What am I thinking of? Like The Longest Road. There's a board game called
Catan.
Catan.
That's
That's
Catan.
yeah, Catan. I love that game.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I always have The Longest Road.
I never get the longest road.
I always do The Longest Road because I want to make people walk. There you go. Midnight Show can be collected, Brain.
He might be eating.
Put down those Cheetos. Look, Tales from Dark Crisis. No thanks. You know what's sitting at the Walmarts? I've
What's
been
that?
to like three different Walmarts in my area. Funko Pops of Jace Fox Batman, because no one gives a shit about it. Everything else has been like picked through.
I know what's sitting in a Walmart. A fat person on a rascal.
You mean on a scooter?
That's what
a
they're
rascal.
called.
That's what. They're called.
Rascals. I thought it was a kid.
I mean,
There you go. Creepy's coming out, volume 6.
creepy.
I just read that recently.
Nice. Look at Eastman's Turtles layouts. Okay, apparently this is the layouts done by Eastman Artist Edition hardcover for Turtles.
Nice.
$150.
Very cool. Very cool.
What do we got here? More Usagi Yojimbo. Kamen Rider. Yes. I used to think that was like when I was little. I thought Kamen and ramen were the same thing. I was like, I'd say, oh, it's Kamen. He's eating noodles. He's Noodle Rider. Yeah. Nemesis, the Warlock. The definite
No, that's most of the characters in DC.
Needle Rider.
Defenders of the Earth from Mad Cave. They advertised that at the end of the Flash
$10.
Gordon Free Comic Day.
Yep.
For $10. For $10, I can get a trade for $10. Mad Cave, you mad lads.
Well, who's right? Michael Higgins, Bob Harass, Stan Lee, Alex, that's his collection. Yeah, okay, just collected them. That's all.
Still, that's pretty cool though for $10.
Sci-fi legend. Okay, Flash Gordon must team up with Phantom, Mandrake, the Magician, and super strong Lothar. Sorry, let's be Lothar. Not. I think of Lothar every time I have to read this because that's the other defenders. That's Voltron. Defend planet Earth against the dark forces of Ming the Merciless, also known as Palpatine. Luckily, they get some help from the next generation of heroes. They're children. Look, Ash, legacy characters.
Oh,
Issues 1 through 4 of the original 1987 run from Star Comics, which also became a cartoon show. And for those who are wondering, it will not be Palpatine tomorrow on Graphic Man. It will be Pixel. Professor Pixel will be joining Graphic Man on the channel. A whole hour to him. Or 2, I don't know. Graphic must owe him money or something. 96 pages for $10, dude. Oh, it's almost 100 pages.
that's almost like a dollar for every 10 pages. That's not bad.
Maybe they mean 96 pages and 4 of them are just ads.
Maybe the 4 in the back are the ads. Maybe.
What? That's
Very cool. Very cool. 25, 24, 23. Yeah.
4 issues.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool. See, Mad Cave has got some
Mighty Barbarians has a trade coming out. What? Scroll down.
It's another Eerie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eerie. Mighty Barbarians trade paperback from Ablaze for $20.
You look at that when I see Charlie Brown being reprinted by Titans.
That's what I saw.
I do like the Charlie Brown, but Mighty Barbarians. If you slept on that one, now's your chance to get the whole series.
These are the daily news strip papers from 1960 to 1962.
I understand. I've read a bunch of the daily news strip papers comics before. They're good.
And somehow you want to talk about Barbarians instead?
I'm going in order that they're listed.
You're out of order, sir. Factual edition of Here's You, Charlie Brown, first published in 1960, featuring many of your favorite characters, including Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy Schroeder, Linus, Patty, and Pigpen.
It's only $8. How many pages are in that?
I don't know.
Doesn't say.
Can't be that
From 60 to 62.
Okay, so
that's
it's
2
a
years.
facsimile of one of the paperbacks. So
yeah.
Okay, so I have a general idea.
It's 2 years worth of comic strips. So
if they're like 3 panels or 4 panels, it's going right on.
3 or 4 panels across.
Like Nexus.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's interesting.
See, and I brought up Mighty Barbarians because I knew you were going to keep scrolling once you got done with Charlie Brown.
Well, yeah, I had to see Trick Pony right there. It looks kind of cool.
Nobody's going to read that.
It's Greg Lockwood or whatever his name is, and Elena David. I don't know.
Who?
Why? Oh, look at that. There's some manga.
There's some manga. Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. I don't know.
Danganronpa?
I don't read that one. Parappa the Rappa?
Lost Worlds of George Metzger. I've been looking forward to this. I'm probably going to pick this up. Looks kind of cool.
I don't know what this is.
It's on my pull list because it looks cool.
What
George Metzger's comic stand out for the captivating combination of high fantasy and science fiction. His prescient views of climate change and political chicanery, whatever. And just when you need it, explore a feudal landscape in steam-powered vehicles, soar the skies in anachronistic airstrips, and hitchhike back to the nature with the hippies. It's all here in his long-awaited anthology of George Metzger's most iconic and idiosyncratic. Who uses these words?
Not you.
Or anybody else. First I've seen this word. And I read books. Comic creations, including 2 never-before-seen stories rediscovered after missing for decades. That's kind of cool. $50. I have no idea what to expect, but it looks like kind of cool. It's got Alan Moore on the cover, and it's got a baby coming out of an egg.
Alan Moore on the cover. It is Alan Moore. Either that or it's Gary without a haircut.
I mean, I'm definitely going to flip through this. Have you heard of this, Breen?
No, but it looks like an underground comic. I have no interest in that at all.
I want to flip through it. If it's not sealed at my store, I'm just going to flip through it. Looks weird.
It does look a little weird. And by a little, I mean very.
All right, all my bicycles. That sounds great. Look, you can get the art of Steve Dillon. I don't want art of Steve Dillon.
I don't know who Steve Dillon is.
Steve Dillon did a lot of the Punishers. He's probably best known for Preacher.
Oh, he did Preacher. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he did.
Very
Judge,
just-
I didn't read Preacher, so
Yep.
that would be
Judge Dredd on there too.
Okay.
He got to start at
Yeah.
over across the pond and did a lot of 2000 AD monthlies and things like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, to one of his first collaborations with Garth Ennis on the Emerald Isle storyline. Nice. It's the main cover here.
It's Steve Dillon's Frank Quietly. There's really no middle ground on.
Yeah.
Same with Steve Dillon.
Oh, okay.
So looks kind of cool.
But he did do the best Punisher story of all time. He was the artist on Welcome Back Frank, right? Or Welcome Home Frank, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I recognize that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. Shield, Attorney at Law, the art of it, the series. Was the art better than the show? Hopefully. All right. And there's also Grendel coming out this week too, Matt Wagner's Omnibus, Volume 5.
Not a Grendel fan and not really a big Matt Wagner fan. I'm the outlier.
I kind of am too. Whenever I think it's Aaron isn't he?
Oh, everybody slurps Matt Wagner. It's almost a prerequisite.
Yeah.
I've just never been overwhelmed by his writing. I mean, Mage the Hero Discovered was a enormous indie hit in the 80s.
Yep.
I just kind of went, okay, that's great.
Like I said, I'd give me Garth Ennis any day over that stuff,
I'm definitely more
Garth Ennis. I mean, if it's Frank Quile, I like Frank Quile art. I mean,
I do too, and I like Steve Dillon. Fortunately, I didn't mind either one of them.
So I guess no one's going to make a comment at all about this. I'm wearing my old hat. You guys even notice?
Blast from the past.
And
what are we, teenage girls? Oh, Zach, look at the hat. Oh, gee, golly.
No, I was expecting compliments. I was expecting guys like, oh, you're wearing the hat again? What year is this?
Well, see, the thing is, you're wearing a hat. You're always wearing a hat, so I just don't even really pay attention to what it's on. You could be wearing a hat that says "fuck you, Eric," and I wouldn't.
I can understand that. Zach always talks, but I never listen to him.
Sure. You're not the only one.
What?
What?
Exactly.
All right. That's it for this week, though. We'll see you on Thursday for the follow-up. I will be awake this time, so please don't call me because my phone will be off anyway.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, the
place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen.
No, the statute of limitations of us giving a shit about your welfare is over. So if you don't show up, we won't get over.
It's a one-time thing.
Zach, are you going to join us for Tomb of Dracula?
I'm not that into Dracula comics. I mean,
cool covers.
It's Blade. First appearance is on 10.
Rhaegar, Frito pie is not a euphemism for anything. It is literally the dish Frito pie. Disgusting. Disgusting, sir.
Well, Frito pie just sounds gross. Like it sounds like a lazy guy cooking. I got a bag of Fritos.
It's Frito with ground beef and onions and cheese poured on it.
Not gonna lie, it does not sound good.
It's
maybe
really
tastes good, but it doesn't. It just.
You know what it sounds like? Go to Taco Bell and they got that one stuffed grilled burrito, and then there's fucking Fritos in there.
And I'll tell you, it's like I know that some people like it, and there are different ways to make it, and some of them are really tasty. But goulash does not sound good.
That sounds like so you get a gulag.
The name is not good.
Right, it's like
itself.
Frito pie, like goulash is like Smuckers. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
I do like Smuckers.
I should try to sell that to them. Oh, wait a minute. It's too late.
So
anyway, at least we have time to climb on over to I Love Comics. Zach, you should join us because it's fun.
it is fun. We'll see. I may show up over there. I gotta go put the rest of my food away, either in my gut or in the
I'm
fridge.
not reading that,
Or
Marania,
no.
because I got a bad mind. I can't make it past the first few words.
Good night, everybody.
All right, well,
It's like the Animaniacs every time they would do a risque joke. Good night.
and we will. Have you seen the 2-panel meme with Skeletor, where he's telling the joke and then
And he
he's
runs away.
running away with the
Until
punchline?
next time.
Because he didn't want to guess. I was with my girlfriend and she kept shouting another name, the whole time. Then he's running away. He goes, "Who is Ron Hole?"
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I'll say this. I'll just say this. The last thing I'm gonna say, and I shared it in Sportsville earlier. The meme. Cherry Curry. You know who she is? She's from the Runaways. Shares this. They saw on the sign. It says voting for Biden is like the Titanic backing up to hit the iceberg again.
Yes. Yeah, I got cranky after the Reds game yesterday and made a disparaging remark, and I got screen capped.
What?
So a bunch of people in Cincinnati could say, "Yeah, God, he sounds miserable. Why is he even a fan?"
Wait, the Reds actual Twitter highlight?
No, one of the there's a bunch of Reds centric X accounts in town. And one of them, because someone said, if the Reds go so and so, they can be 41-41 or whatever, and I said, not a chance in hell. And that Reds got screen capped.
They were a team that this year finally got the franchise record. They stole 9 bases.
Oh, Red Sox stole 9 bases against the Yankees Sunday.
But they lost the game anyway, I guess.
No, they won.
Did they win? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, oh, at least they got that going for them. No, but anyway, that's it. We'll see you in a few minutes over on I Love Comics.
All right.
And if we don't,
see you Thursday, kids, to find out if the order we set them tonight ends up being anywhere near the order they finished Thursday.
And will Zach be here this week?
I should be.
All right. I know, because you said you had some personal issues going on.
Listen, man, last night was rough, but I'm over it though. I'm back. So
me, it was meow.
That's too soon. Too soon.
Well, I don't say it was rough after that. The dog,
Yeah, the dog was also rough, but the cat was equally rough. The cat was the longest living pet in my family's history so far.
How did he survive that long?
16 years old? I don't know. He was pretty healthy.
You always seem like you hate cats. You talk to people.
No, I like cats. I don't like evil black cat, but I like cats in general.
Wait, because he's black. That's why.
Yes, that's why.
All right.
You figured it out. Doggone it! All this time, I thought I could keep it
forever. It took me 4 years to figure out that you just don't like black cats.
And remember, kids, enjoy every sandwich.
Is it Pixel?
It does look like
it's Warren Zevon. You taste challenge.
I'm so sorry. Let's say Pixel with his hair growing out a little longer.
Yeah. What am I going to do with some spare income? I know I'll get a Pixel shirt. If I ever did, it would just be one big finger.
That's a wraparound finger on the back. He's gonna
Great. Pixel looks like a cool songwriter who's been dead for 20 years.
Like Keanu Reeves looks like that vampire guy or that guy from that painting. It's like everybody has a historical doppelganger.
Can we go now?
Can we please? Almost died laughing at that, like a Frito crumb. He just like found its way to my windpipe.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, kids.